All right, so please, that's how we want you to talk to us and be a part of the show this very beautiful Tuesday night. Before we wrap up this segment, let's just come back home and talk about the Olympic Games fast approaching. Maybe not Rio 2016, but the Olympics after Rio will have karate as one of the sports that will now be an Olympic sport, and that's some good news. And already there are reactions to this. The Karate Federation of Nigeria have expressed their delight with the International Olympic Committee, IOC's announcement to support the inclusion of karate in the Olympic Games from Tokyo 2020. Karate is one of the 5 sports recommended for inclusion at Tokyo 2020 by the IOC Executive Board. Already the president of the Karate Federation of Nigeria, Donatus Agu Ejidike, says the decision will give the country an opportunity to win more medals at the Olympic Games. With this decision, it means 18 new events and 474 new athletes will be appearing at the Olympic program from 2020. That's Tokyo 2020. A final decision, however, will be made by the IOC during their session in Rio de Janeiro in August during the Olympic Games proper. All right, so that's how we'll start up the show tonight. We'll come back with more for you on Sports Tonight. After this time, I will be talking Nigeria Professional Football League tomorrow, March day 21. A lot of exciting games on the menu. We'll talk about that and a lot more about domestic football after this time out. All right, thank you for staying with us. It's time for us to move on very quickly. And let me introduce to you Rotimi Akindele and Cosmos Chukwuemeka. Together we'll be discussing domestic football, Nigeria Professional Football League. Rotimi, let me welcome you to Sports Tonight. Cosmos, good to have you on Sports Tonight as well.
Thank you, Tony. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Tony.
Good to have you back too.
All right, guys, we have a lot to talk about on this part of the show. We'll be talking Nigeria Professional Football League. We'll be talking the top scorers. We'll be taking a look at the top scorers. We will also be visiting the lower league, the NNL, and all of that. But before we do that, let's just pause for a break for about a minute. When we return, we'll go full blast into all that we have lined up for you on this part of the show. Join us again.
To the world with the Channels TV app for mobile to get all the stories around the world available on Android, iOS, and Windows phones. Tap expertise you trust. Touch the stories that touch you. Anytime, anywhere. Channels TV app for mobile. The news at your fingertips.
All right, thank you for staying with us, guys. Let's roll very quickly. The league is back. Games to be played midweek tomorrow. 8 games, 1 game on Thursday. It's exciting. The second round is back, but I think we should sound a note of warning to the organizers of the league that the second round of the league is always a lot more difficult to handle than the first one.
Sure.
Reason is simple.
I agree with that. Yeah, everybody wants to survive now.
Everybody wants to survive. All right, but let's take a look at the fixtures of games to be played tomorrow. Lagos, MFM against Nasarawa United. Remember when we had this game? Corresponding fixture.
Yeah, it was actually match day 1.
Match day 1
fixtures for tomorrow.
Yeah, match day 1 fixtures. That was how MFM announced themselves.
Yeah,
we had a 2-1 win away.
4 away wins.
Yeah,
17 goals.
Yeah. All right. So there's a lot of good games tomorrow. MFM against Nasarawa United at the Agege Stadium.
Yeah.
Of course, you can be sure that we will try to capture all of that for you. We have Rangers against Pillars, 4th
and 3rd
against 3rd on the log. That's the top of the table clash. Then you have Abia Warriors against Ikorodu United. Wow, I don't know. It's going to be very tough, but anything can happen. League leaders, Wiki Tourists, will be hosting their brothers from Maiduguri, El Kaneme Warriors. That's some derby in the north. And then you have Aqua United against Sunshine Stars at the magnificent God's Will Akpabio Stadium in Uyo. Tornadoes of Mina against Plateau United as a middle belt derby of some sorts. And that game will be played in Lokoja, the Confluence Stadium.
Yeah.
Lobi will be hosting Shooting Star Sports Club. Lobby beat Shooting Stars in Ibadan. Shooting Stars under Gbenga Gombote will want to do do the
magic.
Do the magic, do the reverse.
They had some fans come to watch them in training today. Hopefully they should
yeah,
have...
Shooting Stars is buzzing.
Yeah, Shooting Stars. Yeah, hopefully they should have some support, going into that game.
Warri Wolves, Atlant, that's also a massive game. And then this is also another good game.
Sure.
Enyimba against Rivers United, but it won't be played tomorrow. That game will be played on Thursday. But these are March Day 21 fixtures for you. Guys, very quickly. Let's take a look at MFM Nasarawa United. MFM have been really weighing in with some good performances. We don't expect that they will have problems tomorrow at home.
I'm not sure they will have problems, even though the coach of Nasarawa United is coming to say
they've rested well. Yeah, MFM have rested well.
He said they want to come avenge the opening day loss and all that. I don't think it will happen tomorrow at the Agege Stadium. MFM are still
can happen in football.
Yeah, I know, but based on what we've seen,
MFM could beat Nasarawa
between you and I,
in Makodi where the game was played.
Between you and I, Nasarawa probably went to that game full of much confidence, not knowing these boys. From anywhere, and then they got complacent, and MFM took advantage. Now they know what MFM can do. They know what MFM is at the Agege Stadium. So it promises to be really exciting tomorrow. I feel the MFM boys will do decent enough not to lose that game. I don't see them losing the game. Yes, they can win
maybe a draw
comfortably, but if they get a draw, it will be a big plus. Also considering the fact that Nasarawa United have picked themselves up, from the start of the season and have been churning out, a bit of good results lately.
Not too comfortable yet, but at least they're getting the results.
Yeah.
And they're not threatening so far.
Yeah, that's it.
But it's still a long season. Rangers Pillars is a big game. What do you feel about? Before I come to Cosmos, Rangers Pillars, that's a massive encounter in Enugu. Rangers basking in the euphoria of the away win over Atlant
over the weekend. But that's a derby. This is a different ball game.
Yeah, and the little problem with Rangers, the players being held about 4 months, not training and all of that. You ask yourself, why do we always have these problems when the team is doing well? Somehow they just find a way to slow themselves down with all of these issues.
It just puts
but we can't really blame the players if they go on strike. 4 months of salaries.
You can't blame the players. You probably it's putting the coaches more under pressure. Imama is trying to get these guys focused on that big game tomorrow. Yes, Kano Pillars, we must say, are not good travelers. We must spell out that. Yes,
that's true.
So it looks like it might be a comfortable.
But they've picked some decent points on the road. They went to Akure, remember?
Yeah, probably if you consider the kind of opposition they picked points from, you don't want to put the Rangers in the mix. Sunshine, for me this season, had troubles start of the season. At the beginning of the season. So it was enough. I mean, you can forgive Sunshine for allowing Kano Pillars come to Akure and pick up points. But against Rangers, I think it will be difficult for Kano Pillars, especially, yes, they have Rabiu Ali back in their squad, and it's going to be up for that game. But I think Rangers, they'll probably have to leave all those distractions and then get the job done on the night. So I think it might just go Rangers' way tomorrow.
Cosmos, Lobby will be hosting Shooting Stars. Gbenga Gombote is back, and they came back with a big bang, 3-0 win, comfortable, even when they had incomplete number of players to do the business. But they will be looking at picking up some away points. If Shooting Stars must survive this season, they have to pick points on the road.
Yeah, they have
to start from this game against Lobby Makodi.
Yeah, they